Hey guys, Alan Code here from eXp Realty, centered in beautiful Gananoque in the Thousand Islands. We're just finally catching up on some of the community spotlight videos that MyFM and I have been collaborating on. This is another video we shot way back in March, and we talked to Dennis O'Connor from the O'Connor Gallery on Main Street, King Street in Gananoque, the center block. And we talked to Dennis about his design philosophy and the long history of framing and archival framing that they have. And we had some good chats. So let's go. Hey, Dennis.
Hi.
How you doing today?
Very good, thank you.
The weather's starting to turn a little bit.
The weather's beautiful. Spring is quite literally around the corner, and I'm excited by that because a lot of good things happen with spring.
Oh, especially in Gananoque.
Absolutely, and it's all the visitors coming back into town, the cottagers. Life starts all over again in this very, very seasonal community that we live in.
Yeah.
But, you know, all that seasonal community also lends to beautiful new things for your cottages and homes, and we're happy to provide that right here in Gananoque. We offer interior design.
Yeah.
And through that, we do furniture.
Like these are comfy couches.
Yeah. Well, these are actually Canadian made. Vogel is the manufacturer. We've represented Vogel here for over 2 years.
Okay.
And it's a wonderful company. They're I would call them mid to high range furniture. But that's what quality costs, and that's where you get the beautiful choices that you do. This particular piece has a very mid-century modern look, and the fabric certainly adds to that. But that's what the beauty of custom is, that you make what you want for what you need.
Yeah, definitely.
And you stand out.
Right. These and these particular couches, they're some of the great philosophical conversations of our time are happening right here in the O'Connor Gallery.
Absolutely, and you know. This company as well offers about 300 different frames. So obviously, we're not a furniture store.
No.
We're a design shop. So you can come in and have conversations. We help people with colors. We do upholstery, drapery. We have a nice line of area rugs as well. And of course, artwork.
Artwork as tying that all together.
Absolutely, because artwork is a very important part of feathering your home and making your home unique to you,
right?
And adding to your soul, because original art is important to have around with.
Definitely.
And original art doesn't have to be expensive either.
No, I would imagine though too, if you're going into somebody's home to help them with some design elements, they're going to keep a lot of the feature pieces of art that they might already have in their home,
my goodness,
right?
you don't get rid of
and then for you utilizing that with some new design elements, that's got to be a significant part of your role, right?
Well, part of my design philosophy, if you like, is yes, you can redo your room, your home, and make it more beautiful, more functional and everything. But what makes it uniquely yours are the things that belong to you, that bring back some memories that, grandma's chair.
Definitely. That's my whole, I have lots of my grandmother's chairs.
I've been to many homes where somebody says, I want all new. I want everything new.
Right, yeah.
And I go, yes, you do. I understand that you want all new, but there must be some things that you need to keep with you, because you might not appreciate them today, but a few years down the line, you might go, I wish I kept that because it was important. But those are the things that make your space uniquely you.
Totally.
And artwork does that too. Artwork is not just a question of matching your furniture or your decor.
Right, it's not like, does my tie match my belt or...
Well, I mean, I don't have a problem if that's what somebody wants to do.
Totally,
If that's as far as you can go in getting artwork, that's fine. But if you're going to buy artwork here in the gallery, I prefer, if you want to buy that painting, I try very hard to explain to you why that painting is important, why that painting will add to your lifestyle and to your soul, because every painting has something in it that quite often is not read.
What's this painting behind you here? What would be that sort of explanation?
Well,
for
this painting here
like
is well, first of all, it's very beautiful. The
It's
painting
amazing.
is by
It's
Daniel
huge.
Barkley from Montreal. And Daniel Barkley's been with me for about 20 years.
Oh wow!
I actually gave him his first start in
And
this
so
career.
your galleries in Toronto, you would have
Yeah.
featured his paintings as well.
I was fortunate enough to be surrounded with a lot of very, very talented people in Toronto, and was able to give them a good start. And also I brought back a lot of very, very famous international artists into the gallery as well. And some of those artists are actually making the trek to Gananoque now,
Oh wow!
which is pretty spectacular. You know, I think that my focus tends to be artists from outside of the region, not because I don't like artists in the area, but because there are so many more opportunities for them to show in the area.
Yeah.
And I'd like to offer something different. You know what? The more you know, the better for the other artists.
Right. I get the feeling that this gallery is not too dissimilar in energy, at least, if not in scale, of the other galleries that you've had in the past.
Well, this gallery, well, the galleries that I had in the past were mainly just artwork.
Okay.
Okay, and when I opened up in Gananoque, I realized that, you know, if you want to make it, you need to be a little bit more, a little more unique in that you're offering other product. And
Definitely.
in this case,
Diversity.
because of my background in design as well, I decided that diversity was the way to go, and to offer interiors and original art. And we also do custom framing,
And
by the
custom
way.
framing as well. Yeah, and how would that work in that sort of design scenario where maybe you feel the art is still worth keeping, but a reframe might match that new direction?
Absolutely. One of the things that we get a lot of is people who would like to have a wall of art.
Okay.
Or a wall of personal photographs.
Something that's impressive in one style.
Right. And my recommendation is always to keep the same color frame, you know.
Right.
Do it all in black, do it all in gold, or do silver and gold, but have, if you don't have to have the same frame on everything.
Right.
But you should have at least the same color, and it would help with it, you know.
What are some of the like cooler or more challenging things that you've had to frame over?
Oh my God, we have framed everything in our career. John is a master framer, and in Toronto, so we have over 25 years experience in custom framing. And we have framed everything from, oh my goodness, everything from underwear to baseballs, to lots of personal items, collections.
Okay.
And of course, beautiful artwork and photography. We've been fortunate enough to be able to frame some very beautiful Andy Warhols, some Picassos, some Canadian artists, an Emily Carr at one point. We were at one point the official framer for the Lieutenant Governor in Ontario.
Oh, you had told me that. That's got to have been a fun experience.
Yeah. And as such, we were fortunate enough to actually be listed as a official framer.
Oh.
And we were able to frame the letters patent for the Lieutenant Governor in Ontario, which required beautiful sheepskin scrolls that were signed by the Queen. It's
amazing.
So we've done some really amazing things.
But then what you're doing here in Gananoque is affordable for people here.
Absolutely.
You have,
you know, even in Toronto, I mean, we framed everything from something that might have been maybe, you know, $100 to several thousand.
Yeah.
The only type of framing that we do, and that's including in Gananoque, is we do everything archival.
Okay.
So any framing you get done in this shop is totally archival, except for if you're not willing to spend the price on archival glass,
Okay.
we will put regular glass on it.
Okay.
And most people will take that route. But archival glass is not necessarily necessary for documents that are not meant to last forever and ever and ever.
Oh, okay. So that glass does have an effect on the longevity of the art.
Well,
ultimately.
it cuts out a lot of the UV rays to start off with.
Okay.
And and that is more expensive.
Right.
But you know, if you're hanging a picture in a darker corner of the house, archival glass won't do much good.
Or
for
a basement that's only got
That's
lights,
right.
then
you might as well just put in regular glass. You're fine.
Okay.
But it's really important that the rest of the products that you use are not aggressive with the artwork. So
okay.
you're using sort of pH neutral mat boards and backboards and removable tapes and the like, so that if you put a document into a frame, you should be able to take it back out of that frame
Right.
without any damage to the piece
Right.
at all.
Because that might be 100 or 200 years in the future that
And-
practice would be happening,
well, yes.
right?
And of course, that's why we have been very successful with a lot of very important documents, government documents, and
Okay.
historical documents, because we are archival framers.
Right.
And we don't run a frame shop that is anything other than archival, because when you take the materials and mix them up with the regular stuff, you're affecting the whole thing.
Right. No, it makes sense, and it's a commitment to quality.
Yeah,
For sure.
And
That's it.
our archival products tend to be the same price as any other,
Right.
because we don't have a huge markup.
No.
We're pretty affordable for the little town of Gananoque. But
Great.
I will say that we have a client base from Toronto and elsewhere that still appreciate our work, and we still
So you
get
ship.
it.
You
Oh,
ship,
absolutely.
You ship stuff.
We just did something for a client in Edmonton who sent a Monkman, which is a really beautiful work of art, and they shipped it to us, and we framed it and shipped it back.
Amazing.
And that's because we have a long-standing relationship with this person, and they trust our work.
Right.
So, and that's right here in Gananoque. Go figure.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So-
right here in Gananoque too, like we've talked about this beautiful building, but you share this building with some other local artists, or
We
you
do.
know,
Well, actually-
new to local artists.
My landlord.
Yes.
My landlords actually are artists, and they live on the third floor of the building, and they have a really beautiful studio loft.
Yeah.
Really quite extraordinary, and they're adding to the art vibe that is starting to grow more and more and more in this town.
Definitely, and it's a combination here of longtime locals and some very new residents, right?
Absolutely.
Very new residents.
I find that more and more people that are artistically inclined are moving into the town. Culture is a very, very important factor in drawing people into a community, and we're very fortunate here.
Oh.
We're a town of 5,000. We have 3 theaters.
Yes.
There are towns that are 10 times bigger that don't have one.
Was there a Friday night recently in Gananoque that there wasn't at least one venue of live music for you to see? Like usually there's
There-
3 or 4, but even through the cold months, you know, February,
in the
March,
winter months, we have things
there's
that are going
live
on.
music every Friday in Gananoque.
And we're starting to grow with some galleries. We've got 3 galleries in the town right now.
Right.
We have shops that are very arts and craft motivated, and we have 3 or 4 of those. I mean,
Yeah.
it is starting to grow.
No, definitely. Antique shops, you start talking about
Absolutely.
antiques and collectible shops. That's got to be, 7, 8, 9, 10 places in town. That
we have a
you know.
lot of them, and they're all busy.
Yes.
And that's great because they're all tourism driven.
Yeah, but
You
more
know.
local tourism, where the Thousand Islands and the Gananoque boat line and that draw is great for the area, but not necessarily driving people right into all the shops that are here. But to think that you could come to Gananoque and experience, what did we say, 3 art galleries, half a dozen antique shops, have a lovely lunch, and with a variety of culinary choices, coffee at the bottom of the hill, really, and stay for the evening. It's into the evening, and there's going to be live music at this pub or that pub, or right at one of the theaters.
Summer is on its way, and with it are a lot of events again. And but a lot of the shops, and I know that it's our case in that at least 75% of our business comes out of Ottawa.
Oh, yeah.
So, I think that it bodes well for the town because we end up being a destination.
You're helping bring people that here.
That's right.
And then encouraging them when they're in here that there are other galleries, there are other reasons to
And there are
here.
people who go to these restaurants, wonderful restaurants that we have, that keep growing. And I know of 2 other businesses that are hoping to open with restaurants again.
Right.
All international foods.
Well, that's great. That's great.
We will be the destination if this keeps up.
Yeah, when I was a kid, it felt like every restaurant in Gananoque had the same menu. I just called it the Gananoque menu. It's a burger, and it's a Reuben.
Hamburgers,
and it's
fries.
Some
You
fries.
got Reubens?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't had a Reuben in ages.
Oh, geez, I know the Rapid Valley has a Reuben for sure. I'm sure there's a Reuben in Gananoque. I just, I can't eat them right now.
We have pizza. We've got a lot of pizza, but
Yes.
But you know what? You feed the people what they want.
Oh, yeah, and people love pizza, and if that's another reason you could come to Gananoque repeatedly, try out all the different pizzas.
Oh, my
They're
goodness.
all unique. They're all
Actually, my landlords,
different in their own way.
One evening when they were here, they decided that they wanted to try the various pizzas, and they ordered 4 pizzas from 4 different places and tried them all out. I'm
always curious to do that and then test their delivery drivers, and how quick is it out of the oven? Who got there quicker?
and their delivery place is a bitch because you've got like 3 floors to run up get to even where their space is. So it's a challenge for somebody wanting to deliver, I'll say that.
No, for sure. I am a Greco's guy, though, I got to say, if there was a favorite. Yeah. Do you have a favorite?
Everybody has a favorite. Well, my favorite, and where I tend to get it all the time, because, I'll call, they hear my voice, they know who I am already.
That's important. I have that at Greco's. That's part of it.
And for me, it's Milano's. Milano's is the pizza that I like.
Yeah.
And although, they're all good. They're all different in one way or another.
Yes.
They all have their specialties. But
have you had the pizza at the Riva?
I haven't tried the Riva yet since they've
I haven't actually
changed.
Since they changed. I think that the pizzas are still on the menu, but they were really good there.
I think so, yeah. I haven't, but I haven't been back yet. I've been too busy to run out to.
I know you're
There are
busy.
a lot of restaurants that I don't get a chance to go to. I don't really go out that much because I have so many committee meetings in the middle of it. And I also really like going home, putting my feet up, having a drink, and eating at the dining table. It suits me.
I enjoy that myself as well.
Yeah,
and my nutritionist tells me that I need to do that more. So as fun as it is to talk about pizza.
I like going home into my space because my space is mine. It's filled with my things.
Yes, your energy. You control the energy of everything.
That's right.
There.
You know what? I surround myself with beautiful things that make me happy. That give me fond memories, and some of them not even so fond. But you know what?
Important.
It's filled with
important
my
memories
books,
to you.
My paintings. I hang floor to ceiling in the house. I have artwork that I've been collecting for 40 years, and actually the first art piece that I ever purchased was when I was 13 years old.
Oh wow! And it's on the wall.
It's on the wall. I still own it.
I'd love to see this someday.
It is a Michael Snow,
okay,
who at the time was not terribly well known, but I got a Michael Snow when I was 13, and I love it.
Yeah.
still to this very
Right.
day.
An important
I remember
part.
buying it. My mother saying to me that I was crazy. What do I want?
How
from
much
that?
was it when you bought it?
It wasn't a lot of
significant?
money.
No,
It was
okay.
just, I think it was, I want to say it was around $100 or
Okay.
something.
So at 13, and
Yeah.
that's,
It was
that's enough
significant
that
for
mom's
me.
like, really? That's your
Yeah.
$100?
Because don't forget, I'm as old as the hills, so $100 went very far.
Right.
then.
Yeah. That's would be
But,
to inflation.
And I bought that when I was 13. And I've had it with me all along. When I first bought it, I didn't have a frame for it. I had it pinned to the wall. And now, of course, it's archivally framed.
Right. Oh, no doubt. No doubt. I'm sure they're all beautifully framed. I'd love to see them.
In fact, the Art Gallery of Ontario had an exhibition of Michael Snow's work about, oh gosh, it might be, now it's 15, 20 years ago. And I was approached by the curator if they could borrow my piece to put in it as well, which
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, that's great.
And he loved the story that I bought it when I was 13. So, yeah. I think,
amazing.
so you see, there's a piece that makes me think of good things, and you know, everyone needs to do that to their home. You know, I understand that people don't want to spend a lot of money, but you don't have to. You can actually just surround yourself with just beautiful things, what you can afford.
Yeah.
And it's one thing that we are very good at helping people out with. And I work well with clients. I have very good clients. And I work with them. I don't just show up and say, this is what we're doing.
Right. You're not a diva to
I
make
give
demands.
people-
You're helping people get where they want to go.
I want people to be involved.
Right.
Because when it's all said and done, it's their home, their
Yeah.
nest, their sanctuary away from the world.
Right.
You know, so that's what we do here at
And
O'Connor
people
Gallery.
want to come here. Well, what's the address? We're right in the center block of GAN.
130 King Street East.
Okay. And people want to give you a call, or they can give you
Absolutely. You can call us. You can get on. We are quite active on Instagram.
Instagram, yes. I knew you were someone.
Absolutely. And we do by appointment,
Okay.
but we're open 6 days a week.
Okay.
But if those hours are not convenient to you, we will do by appointment.
Okay.
In fact, a lot of people prefer because, well, they get my total undivided attention.
Right, where people can come in and make you like sit in front of their video cameras for a half hour and stuff
Absolutely,
and take
I
up
like
your day.
to open up a bottle of wine and we just sit down. And
Oh,
I
that's
find
nice.
that as people get more and more drunk, I sell more and more. So I encourage drinking when you come and sit down at a private appointment.
Right, at a private appointment.
Absolutely.
I was. Where is he going with this? At the private appointment. Yes. So it's worth your worth your efforts to book that. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for letting me come by. I had a great chat.
You're welcome.
And I love this space, and I love this furniture. We should take a look through the calendar someday.
Absolutely. Anytime you want to pop by, we're here. Everybody else shows up, you might as well join them.